I have a story for you. I bought my first house when I was 26 years old. I bought it with my soon-to-be husband. We got engaged when we bought our house. So when we bought our house, we did it in the most quintessential first-time home buyer way that I could possibly think of. We got an FHA loan. We put the minimum amount down. And at the time, the interest rates were really similar to where they are right now. They were in the fives. We really just took it from, okay, this is a equity building investment for us at this time in our lives that we can afford. And the only reason we knew we could afford it is because we went and talked to a lender. And at the time, both of us were paying rent. I had my own apartment. My husband was living with someone. So my rent was like $1,280 and his was like $500 or $600, I think. And we went to this lender and we basically just said, how much home can we afford and not change how much we're paying every month, including interest and taxes. A payment that includes interest and taxes, it's your principal payment plus your escrow, your payment to your escrow account. And that escrow is so that you don't have to pay a huge lump sum for taxes and insurance at the end of the year. I mean, that is really the whole goal when you're switching from renting to buying, is if you can afford the payments that you're making now on your rent, then you go to a lender and figure out what price range to shop in that keeps you at that monthly payment. And put the minimum amount down. If you happen to have a lot more cash saved up and you want to put more down than the minimum amount, go for it, friend. You do you. When I was 26 years old, we did not have that option. We had the bare minimum we needed to put a down payment on the house, pay for the closing costs, and start making monthly payments. And did you know that if you don't have enough money for the down payment, you can actually get a gift from a relative or friend? If you're like, oh, I don't have enough money for the down payment even, there are options for you. There's also down payment assistance programs that some mortgage companies have. If you're even thinking about, well, could I possibly buy? Am I in a position to be able to buy a home at this time in my life? Take less than 30 seconds to send me a message and I will send you some lender recommendations to start that conversation. So with this knowledge that they will give you, you will now know and be empowered with the information about how much home you can afford, whether or not buying is in the cards for you right now. The alternative to doing that and getting that information is to just assume that you can't. Just assume that you can't afford to buy. If you have questions about that, if you're a potential first-time home buyer just waiting in the wings and you just want to have the empowerment that comes with that knowledge of can I or can't I and how much, then let's chat and you can potentially start your homeowner journey.